Michael Cohen was disbarred. Michael Cohen owes a lot in legal fees. Is hating on Trump going to be lucrative long term? I mean, how much juice is left to squeeze out of this?
Well, hey, still squeezing it out. I mean, he's 350th, in podcast. I thought I'm the worst person to answer this. Shortly after January 6th, I was on a podcast with several other reporters who were focused on the Trump organization, and we all said Trump's done. Nothing's happening. He's done. He's toxic. No one's going to do business with him. And here we are over 2 years later, and Trump's still chugging along. Got his, I think we valued him at about $2.6 billion recently. He's the leading contender for the Republican Party, so presidential nomination. So this is a little business for Michael Cohen that could go on for quite some time.
And here we are, first thing on a Monday morning, talking about him. And I do want to talk about now, looking into the future, what other legal disputes are both Trump and Michael Cohen involved in together?
Well, they've had a few, and they seem to have largely cooled off of late. Trump sued Michael Cohen alleging for $500 million, alleging that Cohen had violated the attorney-client relationship, in part because of these books. Trump earlier this month dropped the charges, but did reserve his right to refile them. There certainly were some, even though Cohen, the charges were the complaint against him was dropped. It wasn't, he still had to pay for 5 attorneys for several months worth of work, so that was not a cheap one. Cohen had sued Trump, arguing that in the Department of Justice, arguing that his imprisonment was unconstitutional, and I believe they ended up. I believe he did reach a settlement with Trump over that one. The money he was asking was significantly less than $500 million, and it seems likely that Cohen's going to be called in to testify in any other cases involving Trump's business. So though they may not want to rely on him too much, given how weak he was on the stand last week.
And when it comes to his professional life, is there anything he's working on right now that you know of?
That's a great question. He's regularly on CNN. You regularly see him there. I don't believe he's paid for that. I think that's just, he goes on to bring attention to himself and his story and his other products. But I'm not sure. Like I said, he was responded to my inquiries via text last week and was, did not want us to report on this sort of information, didn't direct me in any other places, but I haven't seen his name come up for other revenue streams. It seems safe to say he's probably out of the taxi medallion business, having had legal problems with that years ago. So that's an excellent question.